Well, when it rains like this, safety becomes a major concern on the James River Bridge.
And tonight, VDOT reveals its plan of action. You are looking at drivers right now crossing the JRB. Many of them have to cross this bridge every day. That was the case for 20-year-old Kayla Williams earlier this month. And her parents say the slippery grid deck was to blame for her death. After the accident, many of you also raised concerns about safety. 10 on Your Side was also listening, and so was the sheriff. He confirmed an increase in accidents, most of them during wet weather.
And now VDOT is responding to those numbers. 10 on Your Side's Lauren Compton tells us what changes we can expect. Lauren?
Nicole, VDOT suggested a lot of options. You can expect to still see a lot of state police out near the James River Bridge during inclement weather. New signs are going up to warn drivers about slick conditions on the roads, but the big change will be on the grid deck itself, and VDOT is hoping it'll improve driving conditions by installing studs. 30,000 people a day drive on this bridge, and most do so safely. But VDOT's evaluation of the James River Bridge is revealing some startling trends.
Most of them were southbound. So they were on the southbound grid deck. It was in wet conditions, and it primarily involved sport utility vehicles.
And most were near the newly replaced steel grid. VDOT says accidents went up mid-February and spiked in April. In response, they lowered the speed limit in rainy conditions and increased state police patrol.
Safety is paramount. I mean, we're trying to, as soon as we recognized this was a problem, we started looking at it.
The agency launched an internal investigation and did a complete evaluation of the bridge, paying close attention to the steel grid deck. But they found no link between the accidents and the steel grid.
At this time, the cause of the crashes has been inconclusive. There's no structural deficiencies found on the grid deck based on skid testing.
Despite the data, VDOT is making changes. First, they plan to install metal studs like the old JRB. Here is the old James River Bridge and the new one side by side. You'll notice the old deck had raised metal studs.
It increases the friction and should help eliminate or make the deck surface ride better. Well, not ride better, but be safer going across.
They didn't put the studs on the new deck because VDOT says the new deck design was intended to eliminate the need for them, and in the past, drivers complained. VDOT also plans to add new signs to the bridge, warning drivers of slick conditions in the rain. Another sign will prompt drivers to stay in their lane on the grid deck. Now, VDOT is wasting no time doing this. They plan to enter an emergency contract to put in those studs. Work could start late summer or early fall. It will take 3 months to complete, and it could cost $800,000. Reporting live in Virginia Beach, Lauren Compton, 10 on Your Side.